What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about why you have to take women on multiple dates before you try to let them further into your life. The reason I wanted to talk about this is because it's not being discussed properly anywhere on the internet that I have seen personally. And I wanted to get this message out because I know there are younger men that watch this channel, and this is something that you really need to know. It's cool to meet a woman and for the first time you meet her, you go on a date and then you get to sleep with her. Yes, that feels cool in the short term. I get it. I'm a guy, I've done that myself. However, I'm going to warn you against trying to do that with every woman you meet or even trying to do it at all. The reason for that is once you get your own stuff, once you have yourself more established, and I know like some of the young men you do not right now. That's why I'm telling you for when you get there. Once you get yourself established, you have your own place, you have your own stuff, you got everything stabilized. You don't want just any random woman in your life. That's the thing that they don't tell you about. This is something they don't warn you about. You don't just want any random woman knowing where you stay. Think about how dangerous that could be if you only know somebody for a week, they come back to your place, and then something goes really wrong with them, and now you're in a dangerous situation because the person knows where you stay. You only know them for a week, and you're never going to interact with them again. You're never going to even get into a relationship with. You know for sure that's not going to happen. But now this person knows where you stay. What if they had a jealous ex that you did not take the time to figure out that this person is just dangerous to be around because her ex is so jealous that it puts you in a dangerous situation? Now that person's ex has your address now. And you could say, yeah, I'm going to defend myself and all that stuff, but why put yourself in a situation for someone you're not even going to be with? For someone you don't even know how much you actually like them yet, or you don't even know if they really like you yet. This is important, guys. You got to hear this stuff because nobody's telling you that this is the warning. Like, yeah, they want you to be independent, financially stable, taking care of your own business. So when you do that, let's say when you do get yourself together or you're there now you get what I'm saying. You cannot just let anybody in your space. This is why I've met women before and they could be crazy about me in the first 2 weeks, but I'm still skeptical. I'm like, I need to find out more about this person because I don't know if they're crazy. I don't know. And I've been right sometimes where I can cut somebody off before they ever got invited to my place. And you find out they are a little crazy and they are a little obsessive or they have the capability to be, which is the reason why you got to stay away from women you also don't like. Just because you want to sleep with a woman, if you don't actually like her, don't waste either one of your time. I'm telling you, that's going to ruin you too. Trust me, even though guys don't tell you this, it will ruin you being with women that you don't actually like. And that's why I'm saying you don't want a woman that you don't actually like to know where you stay. You don't want, even though it's going to be fun to say, oh, yeah, I slept with this amount of people, or I slept with this girl that I just met and it was cool. It won't be long term. I'm telling you right now, because if they don't mean anything to you, they still actually have some effect on you. Like you still intertwine with them in a way that, yes, you actually will still have some type of emotion tied up with that person, at least in that term, or it could be long-term effects. Like that person could still actually have the opportunity to hurt you emotionally, even though you may say, well, I don't want to be in a relationship with them. I just want to hang out with them and sleep with them. And it will never be a relationship. The only time that will work is if you told them that in the beginning and you could tell they were 100% okay with that. The reality is, most women really aren't deep down, even if they agree to it. The truth is, most women want relationships, no matter what they tell you. And I actually see that. That's a good thing, though. You do want a woman that wants a relationship because if not, that's actually a bad sign when a woman doesn't want one because why would she not? You get what I'm saying? Women usually want to latch on to at least one guy and have a long-term relationship with that guy. That's actually normal. So if a woman was just agreeing to something very casual and short term and they knew they were not going to get a relationship even though they wanted it, you need to be the one to just go ahead and cut that off. Don't let them into your life so far. Like, don't let them come into your place. Don't let them, you're taking them on like promising them things. Like, you can take them on dates, obviously, because you got to get time together. You got to spend time together. But I would say you got to be careful on When's the time that I say, all right, come back to my place, or all right, yeah, you could spend the night tonight. I would say really treat them like a friend. This is stuff you're not going to hear. Treat them like a friend until you get to figure this out. You need to figure them out a little bit more, gauge where they're at, and also figure out, do they actually like you too? You need enough time and space in between to figure this out. And also, this could help you relax a lot more when you know I'm not rushing to sleep with the person. I really want to see who this person is. This takes discipline. I get it. Some guys, especially if you're younger, you haven't had a lot of experiences with women, so then you're just excited that a woman even likes you. I get it. So you're gonna rush things. We all go through those stages. I get it. I'm just trying to help you out so that way you at least have some thoughts in your mind while you're interacting with the woman that you are with or the woman that you meet. Think about these important things. Does she like me based on all the signs I'm getting from her? Does she really like me? Does she really seem like she wants to pursue a relationship with me? That's because she should be the one that gives you pressure to be in a relationship. And then you are basically interviewing her the whole time. You're testing, you're waiting, you're talking to her to see, should I allow her to be in a relationship with me? And it's not in a cocky manner, but it's if you are the man, you got your own stuff. She's usually coming into you, into your world, into the structure you have set up. Remember, you're going to be the one taking her on dates, paying for her food and stuff most of the time. You might get a woman that wants to cook a lot. That's understandable. But just remember, you are probably going to be pouring a lot into this person. So it's just like with a job, they need to interview you before they start saying, I'm willing to put my money into this person. You have to actually think of it the same way. It's not so much I'm trying to figure out how I can run game to sleep with them as fast as possible. I get we have those stages in our lives. I've been through that stage where it's like, oh, meet many girls, run game, and sleep with them as quick as I can because it's something to brag about. Really, it's gonna mess you up emotionally if you do that too. Believe it or not, because you think it's cool, like I don't really got feelings for them like that, but it's still you know that you're hurting the other person, and that's gonna affect you unless you're just some completely soulless person. It's gonna hurt you to hurt others. That's the thing they don't tell you about. When you're intentionally hurting other people, think about karma as well. Maybe something's going to come back to you in a situation where when you find the one that you really like, watch how she hurts you, and then you actually going to realize, oh, I kind of deserve that. That was a good girl, but since I had screwed over so many other good people, I needed somebody else had to screw me over eventually. You gotta be careful. That's all I'm saying. I get it. You want to find a woman to sleep with. And this is the thing that a lot of people are not honest with too. I know guys say they want relationships with women, and you want some guys pretend they don't want relationships. Some guys say they do. But I'll tell you, when you put it all simplified, what all men want is they want a woman they can sleep with consistently without having to work so hard for it. That's literally what it is. This is literally the main reason most guys get into relationships. They say companionship, but honestly, most of the times you already have friends and the female companionship is literally not going to be the same. And you know that because you're in a relationship now. A lot of women that you've dated, or most guys, women are not their best friend. That's something usually women say about their men, but men don't usually say it the opposite way because that's not really the goal with guys. So be honest. We got to be honest, guys, that really the main reason you really wanted to get into a relationship is you found somebody that would sleep with you, they seemed like they liked you and you want to keep that going. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's our nature, technically, as far as wanting to have someone to sleep with consistently. Now that can go a whole nother direction. But just remember, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short, guys. But if you have any questions about anything that I talked about, please let me know in the comments below because I can elaborate. I can make some more videos on some other topics. I got into a rambling state at one point, but I have a lot more information I could share, but I want to kind of pinpoint it based on what you actually want to hear or questions you actually have. Just be careful out there, guys. Have a little bit of discipline. And if you are looking for a relationship or a woman, you will find the right one if you pay attention to what I'm saying.